Get off of me! What are you doing?
Somebody call security! Cut! Who is this idiot? I'm trying to shoot a movie here.
You're an actor?
Yes!
You're good.
Hey.
Hi.
Christine, wait till you hear what Jimmy did at work today. He appeared in his first movie.
What?
I was sleeping, and then I heard some people scream, and a guy came by running, waving a gun, and so I tackled him. I didn't know he was an actor.
Hey, you're home.
Hey.
Did you use today?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought about it. I mean, the pollen count was high. It got pretty stuffy after lunch. Even saw a guy huffing Tristan in the bathroom, but I just did my business and I got out of there.
One day at a time, honey. One day at a time.
You tackled a guy with a gun?
Actually, it was a fake gun.
Jimmy, what about what we talked about? I mean, did you even think about that?
Well, I didn't think about anything. I just reacted.
Yeah, but that's not your job anymore.
No, it's not about the job. Christine, I learned something about myself today. It's like if somebody's in trouble, I'm going to help them, no matter what job I have. You know, even if I was that giant taco outside that Mexican restaurant.
Oh, yeah, and if there was a gun, Jimmy, would you take a bullet in the refried beans for them?
You know what? Yes. Yes, I would. Look, Christine, some people are just born a certain way. It's like really smart people or really tall people or people with 3 nipples. You know? That's me, Christine. You know, my instinct to protect people, that's my 3rd nipple. You know? It's who I am. And if I could change for you, I would, but I can't.
I don't want you to change, Jimmy. I just want you to be careful.
So you understand why I can't work in landscaping anymore, right?
Yeah. Come here.
Look, somebody's got to get up every morning and go out there and try to keep some order. You know, there's a lot of evil out there, but luckily, some of us were born to protect and to serve. It's like if I don't keep the bad guys from winning, who will?
We're still talking about being a security guard, right?
Yeah, why? What'd you think we were talking about?
For a minute there, I thought you were talking about becoming a cop.
What, are you crazy? Do the words physical fitness test mean anything to you?
These all...
Saturn, you got it. Happens a lot lately.
People do that.
Yeah.
Meet the new Saturn at the Red Tag event, where the price on the tag is the price you pay. Right now, get cash back on most 2008 and 2009 Saturn models on top of already discounted prices.
The snow is coming down on our New England town, and it's been falling all day long. I wrote a Valley winter song to play for you.
Great gifts, exceptional values, with our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get a free $10 gift card with $50 purchase at LL Bean.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms. Talk to your doctor. If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, one option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing. Talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify if an antidepressant alone.
Hi friends, Chan Whiting for Crest Lincoln Mercury. The Employee Pricing Plus has been announced. We got a giveaway coming, so stay tuned. Are you leasing a General Motors, Chrysler, or Ford product? Look at this, $10,540 off this Lincoln MKX. Brand new Lincoln Town Car. Take $13,300 off this Lincoln Town Car. And a Mercury Milan, only $262 a month. And we're giving away a free 50-inch plasma TV. You're automatically registered when you purchase or lease. Only at Crest Lincoln Mercury, or log on to CrestLM.com.
True or false? Your pet is safe from fleas, ticks, and heartworms in winter. Sorry, it's false. And these guys can mean big trouble. Your pets need year-round protection, plus medications for cold weather joint pain. Fortunately, they cost a lot less at 1-800-PET-MEDS, and they're delivered free, right to your door with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. For fast service, free shipping, and big savings, call now or order online from 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy.
If you can't make it to Vegas for the Comedy Festival, the only place you can watch the biggest comedy event of the year is on TBS. And it all kicks off with Ellen's Even Bigger, Really Big Show.
Here we go!
Starting Saturday at 9 on TBS. Very funny.
Billy, what the hell are you doing in here?
I was just getting ready to take a shower. Why?
Because you can't take a shower in Heidi Klum's trailer. That's why, okay? You're gonna get fired. Now look, I'm gonna go watch the door. You just put some clothes on and get out of here.
Billy, what's going on? I thought we were going to take a shower.
Yeah, come on in. The water's warm. Oh, that was a little too freaky.
Don't go anywhere. The King of Queens starts right now on TBS.
No, sweetie, it's no problem. We can come pick you up. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. What are you doing?
The other day, I cut out a coupon to supersize your popcorn for free at the movies, and now I don't know what I did with it.
Well, we have to leave in a minute, so you may have to kiss that dream goodbye. Why don't you just pay for whatever popcorn you want?